Thank you so much for being here. My name is Craig Pera. I am the founder of the Mindful Habit System. You can find me online at www.themindfulhabit.com, themindfulhabit.com. And I want to help you create healthy sexuality and a great life. And in this broadcast, I want to give you 3 steps to help you not ogle and objectify so you stay in control of your sexual energy. This broadcast is not just for you if you are a sex addict or a porn addict, or if you identify with that label. This is for you if you are a man. And why? Why is this so important? Because we live in a hyper-sexualized society. It has never been more sexualized, I believe, in the history of mankind. I recently uploaded TikTok, and I wanted to get on the app because my daughter's there. And within days, I was immersed in these what they're called thirst traps and women dancing suggestively. Guys, that ain't gonna change. We have to be in control because our sexual energy is powerful. And many of you can appreciate the destructive nature of your sexual energy. I want to help you embrace its constructive nature. And so I'm going to give you 3 tips to help you not ogle and objectify, to help you channel and direct that powerful sexual energy. Welcome wherever you are watching me. Hello, friends on Twitch. Let's talk about the 3 tips that you can do to not ogle and objectify, and in this micro lesson. First, some quotes. Ogling is as involuntary and natural as breathing, says brain researcher, neuropsychiatrist, and author Louann Brizendine, whose book, The Male Brain, mounts a unique defense of such male indiscretions. She says ogling is as involuntary and natural as breathing. And I'm telling you this, brother, because there's nothing that you can do that is going to prevent you from noticing. And the sooner you accept that reality, the sooner that you can create a framework in that reality so your sexual energy doesn't get sucked up into the undertow and you lose control and you hurt your partner, or you find yourself doing things that you don't want to do because that arousal mechanism keeps being touched and touched and touched. Here's another quote. Our research suggests that ogling is inevitable to a degree, says Dr. Jon Maner, assistant professor of psychology at Florida State University and author of the study. People's eyes are automatically captured by attractive members of the opposite sex. Although our research also suggests, here's where there's hope, brothers and sisters, that self-control can take over after that initial attentional bias. Let me read that to you one more time because it is very important, because there's hope. The point I want to make is that there's nothing you're going to do that's going to prevent you from noticing. And the sooner you acknowledge that reality, the sooner that you're going to be able to exercise control in this area where it may be lacking. Let me read it again. People's eyes are automatically captured by attractive members of the opposite sex, although our research also suggests that self-control can take over after that initial attentional bias. So here are some rules that I've learned over the years. One of these is from Breaking the Cycle, a book by George Collins, who was my counselor way back in the day. Here are the 3 tips. Number 1, don't look for more. Wait, hold on. Before we get to the tips, to be successful long term, you have to shift the lens through which you are thinking about this issue. Here's what it can't be. It can't be, wait, I can't do that. I can't look at that thing. I got to keep my head down. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do this because I'm a sex addict. I can't do that because I'm a porn addict. No. It goes from I can't to I don't do that. I don't do that because I respect the power inherent in my sexual energy. And I recognize that powerful things must be nurtured, honored, and respected. You must respect this power. So I don't fall into thirst traps. I don't lose myself when I see someone walk by. I notice, Scout's honor, trust me, I notice, but it is not going to suck me into the undertow of, oh my God, I lost control. Oh my God, I can't do it. Oh my God, I saw camel toe. Oh my God, I saw shadow cleave. Oh my God, I saw a butt. Right? We got to break that cycle of, trying to covet what we see, what isn't ours. It's not ours. And I don't want it. I want to stay in control. Here are the 3 tips. Number 1, don't look for more than 2 seconds. So again, because what you're doing, your eyes are going to be pulled. And listen, this is a tough reality for your partners to swallow, to acknowledge. I'm just dropping some truth bombs on you to help you deliver that message. Hey, honey, listen, I'm going to notice, right? This is like an evolutionary trait that has been reinforced by decades of programming. But here's what I'm going to do. When I notice, I'm not going to look for more than 2 seconds. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, back. And listen, that's even too long, but that's a step in the right direction. The second tip is don't look twice. Right? Look, you notice it caught your eye. That's inevitable. That is going to happen, but you don't have to look twice. And you will find yourself pulling, like sneaking out of the corner of your eye. You're going to see your body do some crazy things because this habit is so deeply entrenched. Here's the third tip, which I think is the most important because in it embraces where you want your awareness and control of your sexual energy to go. So here's tip 3. Tip 3 is you are using your awareness of that notice. You're using your awareness of that energy shift in your body. You're using your awareness of those automatic, instantaneous thoughts to drive a positive outcome. That means that you have an in-the-moment trigger response plan, right? And I gave you some tips to that trigger response plan, but I want you to appreciate that trigger response plan. Isn't, I got to do these things so I don't be a bad boy. It's, I am doing these things because I don't want anybody, a company, a social media app, a person to take from me what's mine. Brothers, our sexual energy is being manipulated in incredibly powerful ways to sell you things that you don't need, to make you feel bad about yourself. A leading porn star makes $1.2 million a month on OnlyFans. Brothers, we have lost our way. We have lost our way, and we've got to get it back. And these poor guys, these poor bastards are paying for the woman to touch her bra strap, to wave, to do other sexual things. The kids call that a simp. Someone who isn't in control. Someone who's weak. Someone who's... Your sexual energy is sacred. It can absolutely be a Kaizen goal. And using a small attainable goal to interrupt it, that's exactly what these little tips are. Don't look for more than 2 seconds. Don't look twice. There's these little hiccups, these little interruptions, like, wait a minute, because you know how it feels when that you notice. When you get pulled, when you see, when you look, you feel, right? You've got to pay attention to the physiology in the body. And what happens is the more you pay attention to what it feels like when your sexual energy is being pulled. And by the way, when you start paying attention to it, you see how it is everywhere. What's up, Jamie? You see how it is everywhere. It's being pulled over here. It's being pulled over there. And you get a deeper appreciation if you're in a relationship, how your partner feels. She's heartbroken. She doesn't feel loved. She doesn't feel like it's a priority. She doesn't feel valued. She feels insecure. And so you've got to strengthen that part of you. You've got to strengthen that part of you. So you pay attention. You physically, what happens? Where do you feel it? That little feeling in the stomach, the little tinglies down under, right? You feel that little awareness, right? That our arousal mechanism, that button was pushed. And when that is, you're using that awareness of that physical shift, because that's a physiological act. We're not treating mental issues, brothers. This is a physiological response. And yeah, they want our attention, but who says we have to give it to them? Who says that we have to lose ourselves? Who says that we have to get sucked into someone else's unhealthy aspect? Now listen, we notice beauty. You're going to notice. You are absolutely going to notice. But when you do, you can use that energy. You can use that awareness of, well, there it is. Alarm clock, ding, 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 ding. It goes off. Where do you feel it? Okay, that tells me that I've got to do something. First, I'm not going to look for any more than 2 seconds. Focus on what I'm doing. Second, I'm not looking twice. Third, I'm taking action. Snapping that elastic band. Mindful breath. If I was in a store, I might even bend over like I'm looking at the bottom shelf, and I'll do a forward fold, relaxing the muscles in my face, letting my head hang and shaking it out. Pay attention. Track how often your sexual energy is pulled in an unhealthy direction throughout the course of the week. You will find that it is too often. You will see the pretty woman or man, if I've got women watching too, and my gay brothers, it's sex sells. And I don't want you to be manipulated. I don't want someone to take that power from you. I want you to embrace your power of choice and feed the right wolf inside you. Practice these tools, and I look forward to seeing you on our next broadcast. Bye.